Story time. So, today's story, I'm gonna call it Spit Happens. Change that P to an H. You know what I'm talking about, y'all. It is very common for folks to have a little poopers when they're in labor. They're pushing, everything is coming out of every area. You know what I mean? I always suggest to mamas that I do want them to eat while they're in labor. I do want them to have a little bit of energy. But, we're going to be choicey about the types of foods that they actually eat. So, of course, I don't want you eating the Chinese food or maybe the Mexican, something with the extra spices, because that is going to move through you, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So they're very choicey about the types of foods that they eat. Maybe they're eating some fruits, or they're eating a smoothie or a granola bar or whatever, something a little bit on the lighter side, so that after they have passed that early labor, you can eat in early labor where you're having a contraction every 15 minutes or so. That's fine. Eat regular. But once we start getting kind of a little bit more active and things are moving through, you probably want to watch what it is that you're eating. More smoothies, drinks, and that kind of energy, honey stick, that type of stuff. So this particular mama, she called me. She's in active labor. I get there. She's like, my stomach really hurts, and these contractions are coming. She's the first time mama. Like, we're going. I was like, cool. We set up the pool. She gets in it. And then she has a bowel movement. Okay, now normally, when mamas have a bowel movement, it is of the solid type. You can take a net, scoop it, throw it, right? This mama was not solid. And now she's in this phase where she's pushing, kind of, And I was like, oh, the water is getting murky because she is pooping and it is spreading. Like, just spreading in the water. And I was like, oh. Now, I'm not usually fazed by a little poop, but this particular time, I was like, oh, you gonna have to get out. But before she could get out, before I could get her out of this water, she pushes and the baby comes out. And I was like, oh, baby out the water. Like, oh, that was nasty, right? So, baby done pooped, she done pooped, everybody done pooped. Like, this, oh my God, this is just gross. Everybody get cleaned up afterwards. I was like, what did you eat? Did you have casserole or something? She said, no, I just had some yogurt and it didn't agree with me. I said, don't you ever eat yogurt again. My Lord. That was crazy. So she came to see me at her 6-week appointment. She brought me a gift. And one of my gifts, spit happens. Story time.